Hey everyone, this is Nick from Mecha Warehouse, and today we're back with weekly update number 158. Let's jump right into it with week in review. So we talk about what's been going on in the warehouse, things that are coming up, stuff like that. So first off, this is Sean's first week. I mentioned last week that Sean is transitioned, I guess right now it's transitioned from a per diem to full-time, which is great. Glad to have him. He's been doing great so far in his first week. Started learning how to pack this week and starting to take on some things like check-in and things like that, and gradually build him up to handle a lot of that inventory-related stuff. I'm really looking forward to that because that's going to offload me a whole bunch. Alex is out for his vacation planned before he started the job, so hopefully he's having a great vacation, restful and all that stuff. And Chad is back from his. Yeah, so that's kind of where we're at staffing wise. The couple bigger things, number one, the page isn't up right this second, but I expect it probably will be by the time that this video goes live. We're going to be launching our second Redacted contest. So if you missed it last time, Redacted was a blind box contest. In that Redacted box, you purchased the box to enter the contest. That box included a secret Kotobukiya kit. No one was aware what the kit was, so everybody received it at the same time and found out what it was at the same time. There were two categories, open and out of the box. Open was basically sky's the limit for modifications you were allowed to do. Out of the box was it had to be basically just the stuff that was in the box. All the rules I think are going to stay basically the same, but definitely check out that rules page when that goes live. We will be offering the box for sale probably early next week. Just got to get all the I's dotted and T's crossed for inventory for that box and make sure that's all gonna play out the way we think it is, get dates scheduled, all that kind of stuff. Don't have any more details on that because I've just been totally busy, but we are planning on launching that very, very soon. And keep an eye out. The last time around when we offered the first one, the boxes sold out in maybe an hour or something like that. They sold out really fast. We're hoping to have more boxes this time, so there'll be more opportunities for entry. But we also suspect they probably won't last super long and they'll probably only be available for a short time. So if you're interested, keep your eye out and get on that ASAP. We're also going to be launching our newest mystery box, hopefully this weekend or early next week. It's going to be a Hexagear mystery box. We missed a month related to the whole having a baby thing, just eating my time, not being able to be in the warehouse as much, things like that. But we're currently planning that, just again, dotting I's, crossing T's. It might be available when you see this. It might not be. If it's not available yet, keep an eye out because it should be available soon. And then finally, available for sale with the restock today, we have a sticker pack available. For anybody who's ever wanted all the stickers that we have, all the different colors. Usually we have two colors active at any given time, usually blue and then some other color that cycles throughout the year. For the first time since we've had the current selection of stickers, we are offering a sticker pack. It's going to be $10. It's going to include one each of all 6 of the colors that have been released so far, as well as a yet to be released white sticker. So if you want those, head over to the website and grab them. Limited quantities of those, and we probably won't be able to do it again for a while. So if you want them, this is your chance to get them. That's it for Week in Review. Let's move on to Team Picks. This is where members of the team show off something they built recently. Let's go take a look.
I'm Sean from Mecha Warehouse, and today I brought in my Master Grade GP01 Zephyrinthus. It is the 10th Master Grade in the line of over 200 now. So it does show its age with seam lines, and the elbows have limited articulation. And there's some issues in the shoulder, but it does provide a great, inexpensive way to learn seam line removal on a bigger kit. Also has a lot of extra space to do scribing, and you can also do some custom paint jobs, test out a new airbrush, test out rattle cans for the first time. Gives you something inexpensive with a lot of detail and a lot of blank space. Probably my favorite in the series.
Hey, so this week I brought in the Kotobukiya Arcanadia Yukumo. She's like a fox spirit. I have been asked several times if the girl kits from Kotobukiya are worth the price. In this particular case, I'm gonna absolutely say yes, because while she might be kind of small, she does come with a lot of other options for build. Different accessories, different costume pieces, even a full extra like tail and the giant rope knot thing in the back. I don't know what it's actually called. But yeah, no, she's probably the cutest of the Kotobukiya kits that I've built, at least according to my wife. So hey, there's that.
All right, that is it for team picks. Let's move on to Q&A. So this is where I answer questions from you, the viewers. If you have a question you want answered, post it down in the comments below. I'll do my best to answer it next time. And, let's, I guess, jump right into it. First up, Nightwing978 Nick would be getting more PG Unleashed, some MG Red Frame Ashtray, MG Sengoku Ashtray, HG Sengoku, and RG Red Frame Ashtray. PG Unleashed, I'm pretty sure we have more on order. The other ones, I believe, were on quarterly orders. I know the MG Sengoku Ashtray and the HG Sengoku Ashtray, I think, were up for late this year production. The RG pops up every now and again, and the MG, I wouldn't be surprised if it is as well. I don't have all that information in front of me to formally check. But I suspect all or most of those should be printing soon, and if they are, we will be doing our best to get them if we don't already have them on order currently. Next one, Dubberino979. You ever look at those funky display tools and just want to fiddle with them to figure out how to use them? Any of them in particular just really intrigue you, but you can't for the life of you figure it out? So yes and no. Like I would love to have the time to be able to dig into, try out all the tools and understand how they work. I've got kind of a cursory understanding of how most of them work. I can't say that there's any particular one that I really want to try to figure out, but I would like to try out the parallel scribing tool. That one looks interesting. And some of the circle cutters for the masking tape seem interesting as well. There's definitely some things I've done in the past where that would have been helpful, and things I plan on doing in the future. Maybe at some point I'll get a chance to try that out. Next up, D9. Do you think live action Gundam would work from a Hollywood studio? What would you want to see in it? So I think it could. I mean, you look at all the comic book movies and comic books prior to like the Marvel movies and things like that were kind of more obscure, right? They weren't necessarily fully in pop culture like they are now. So I think Gundam could do well in a Hollywood movie, at least in theory. I think Netflix is working on a live action. The one other attempt at live action was horrible from all accounts. So I think with the technology they have, if they had the budget for it, they could. I just don't know that they ever would at that scale or that budget. I guess we'll have to see how the Netflix live action does, whether we'd ever see it again. In terms of what I'd want to see in it, I don't know. I think for the most part, I prefer not a remake of something that we've already seen before. You know, I don't think they should just make a live action Char's Counterattack. They should go make something else, take another manga or side story or something, and then make that into its own movie. It probably needs to have enough connection to one of the main stories for the fan service and stuff like that, to have that interest, but have it be a standalone thing that you can watch without being deep into the Gundam lore if it's going to be a commercial success, because, you know, Gundam isn't, you know, quite ubiquitous here in the US like it is overseas. Great question though. And then finally, Plastic Germs question. What series would you like to see a crossover with? Could be Gundam or other shows. To see a crossover. Good. I don't know. So I generally don't like when they do crossovers for shows. I think it makes sense generally within certain timelines, certain things, right? When you do a crossover between like Law and Order and Law and Order SVU, that kind of makes sense. They're the same kind of show. They're kind of in the same universe already, and they make sense. When you get crossovers that are like, oh, let's take Transformers and Gundam and put them together, it might visually look cool, it might be interesting, but it doesn't really make sense. So I'm trying hard to think of something that I enjoy that would actually make sense to cross over with other things. And other than crossovers that wouldn't really be crossovers because it's just more Gundam on Gundam stuff. Doesn't really make sense. So I wish I had a better answer for that. Other question here, fun question. If given the opportunity, would you travel to another planet or travel around the world? I think travel to another planet. I'm like quasi disappointed that I live in this age where the possibility of interplanetary space travel is like we're close. We're almost there, but it will be still dangerous and like rare in my lifetime, I think. Give it another 100 years and it might become normal and common and commercial. And that's, you know, even not even be able to do it, it's just kind of disappointing that I probably won't see that in my lifetime. Maybe, maybe not, who knows? A lot of stuff happens fast these days, technology-wise. But I think that's my answer for that. So thanks for the questions. Like I said before, if you have a question you want answered, please post it down in the comments below. I'll do my best to answer next time. Thank you for watching. See you next time.